we turn that down, Coach? Welcome to tonight's OSN broadcast of Varsity Boys Soccer in Ludington. Shout out to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Hopefully we can, John Stowe here with Alex Smith on the OSN from Oriole Field. Hopefully we can keep the rain away, Alex. That was unexpected.
Unexpected rain earlier.
It just started to sprinkle when I wrapped up Parents' Night down there and came up here. So Jackson Jenner's our local meteorologist here. He says we're good for tonight, so we're hoping that we are. Orioles coming off a busy week. They lost 0-2 at Traverse City West on Saturday. Had a hard-fought battle with Elk Rapids and lost 1-0 on Monday. And then last night in conference action, Ludington scored 3 second-half goals to come out with a 3-0 victory over Oak Ridge. Alex, as a player, how you feeling tonight? If you've been going hard since Saturday, how are those legs feeling?
They're going to be a little tired. 3 games already in the week, this being the 4th. There's going to be some tired legs out there, but they had a day rest Tuesday. They got after it yesterday in a good conference game against Oak Ridge. I would expect them to come out tonight with some energy. They really didn't have energy first half last night. I expect them to come out with more energy tonight and try to get the win against this Traverse City St. Francis.
Yeah, it was a tale of two halves last night. They, nothing crazy in the first half. We just couldn't connect and get anything great going, and really broke free in the second half, especially late in the second half. And guys making runs and some unselfish play, passing the ball made a big difference. I know Tuesday they had weights and film, and they didn't get on their legs Tuesday. So pretty busy week, and wrap it up here before some big games coming up next week. Traverse City coming in here. Traverse City St. Francis coming in with a record of 7-2 on this season, and they've played a little bit of everybody. They played Leland and Marquette and Suttons Bay and Mount Pleasant and Hart. So some common opponents right there, but they've played some good teams too. Orioles just wrapping up warm-ups here. We got about 3 minutes to go before player introductions and national anthem. Indian Summer Co-op. Indian Summer is proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. It's Indian Summer Co-op. Wouldn't say it's a huge homecoming feeling crowd out there today, Alex, would you?
No. Hopefully, as the game goes on, some more fans start to trickle in, but it's looking like just some parents and grandparents right now. But hopefully as the day goes on, hopefully some more fans start trickling in.
Yeah, a lot of people maybe hopefully on the OSN or on YouTube tuning into this one as they're out and about. I know there's other events going on tonight, freshman football at Cadillac, JV football at Oak Ridge. We're going to send it away here, and we'll be back here for kickoff from Oriole Field.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us at our new location at 5511 US 10 here in Ludington. We can't wait to welcome you into our family at Safe Harbor Credit Union.
What makes great apple juice? Great apples. Who makes great apples? Easy. Michigan farmers. Indian Summer represents only the best Michigan farmers, and all of its delicious products are made in Ludington. Ask for Indian Summer in your favorite store now.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance. Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and providing insurance solutions as the area's largest independent agency. Here at Smith & Eddy Insurance, in partnership with Auto Owners, we offer the most experienced staff, the widest array of policies, and we have partnered with Auto Owners Insurance to provide exceptional solutions for our customers. With new technology and an old-school philosophy, our team is committed to delivering a winning customer experience by placing the right people in the right roles. Proudly serving all of West Michigan from our 4 convenient locations in Bear Lake, Scottville, Manistee, and in Hart, Smith & Eddy and Auto Owners remains deeply committed to the communities we serve and dedicated to meeting your insurance needs. Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance.
Reliable, professional, exceptional quality and courteous service. Benedict's Auto Center has been providing the absolute best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. For over 80 years, 3 generations of the Benedict family have run a business you can trust in Mason County and the surrounding area. Owner Mike Benedict will listen to your concerns and questions to ensure you have peace of mind and that the auto body needs of your vehicle are totally and completely met. At Benedict Auto Body, customer service is the #1 priority. We want our customers to know that when it comes to choosing a car repair business, it is their choice. Customers should call around and ask questions and get feedback from all car repair shops before making their decision. Bottom line, it is the right to pick which repair facility you want your vehicle fixed. That's Benedict's Auto Center at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. You can reach owner Mike Benedict at 231-613-4111.
There we go. Welcome back to tonight's broadcast of RC Soccer from Oriole Field. Jackson Jenner, Coach Thad Shake, Alex Smith, and John Stowe here for some varsity only action. No JV game tonight. So this is a standalone game with our visitors from Traverse City, St. Francis. Again, Traverse City's coming in with a 7-2 overall record. And we're just getting introductions underway here. Looks like a chance of rain. Hoping it holds off here tonight, Alex.
Yeah, I hope it holds off tonight. It's not fun playing in the rain, especially on turf. That ball gets moving, and it is hard to play. It's hard to connect passes with with a wet ball on wet turf. So
Yeah, when it was pouring down rain on the way home from school, I was thankful for the turf. Just that the turf itself wouldn't be as bad a shape as a grass field would have been a few years ago, taking on that much water in a short amount of time. But it certainly does speed up the slickness of the ball, and you don't practice in the rain enough to get good at that.
no, having the turf it really helps, because if it was grass, it would be a muddy playing surface tonight.
Number 20 is James Smith. Number 21, Theo Olivera.
So shout out to Lundquist Furniture. Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street in downtown Scottville. A family-owned and operated business since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist at 231-757-3368. Probably hear none other than Denny Jensen on the PA. About as Ludington soccer
Yes,
gets, with Mr. Jensen down there being involved for a very long time. Final instructions here from Coach Anderson in the huddle. Orioles taking the field. Looks like Orioles will be trying to score at the north end here to start out the first half here. Got Chase Anderson, a junior for the Orioles, and might have to help me here. I might have to get all these names here. I'll get you starters in a second. Orioles huddling up. Traverse City St. Francis yet to take the field. They're getting their last little bit of warm-up in here. Breezy. Possibility of rain here, but a pretty darn nice day to play soccer here at Oriole Field.
Yeah, not a bad day. A little bit of wind. Looks like out of the north, so we're going into the wind first half, but hopefully we can put a few in the first half and then have the wind at our backs the second half and score some more.
Some new faces out here in the lineup for the Orioles that without a JV game, some guys that are splitting time are starting out on the field tonight for the Orioles. I think I've got everybody. Should have got that one. Taking the field to start out for the Orioles. Number 1, junior Chase Anderson. Number 7, Steele Stowe, a junior. Number 10, Aiden Wendt. Good to see him back in the lineup full time here. He's a sophomore. Number 11, Aiden Eaton, a sophomore. Number 12, Ethan Sweet, a junior. Number 14, Jaden Moretti, a senior. Number 16, Ian Lumberg, a senior. Number 19, Kyle Stidham, a senior. Kyle played about every position on the field last night's game. And 23, Gabe Gomez. And Arvid Techner is number 17. He's getting a start today. He played in the second half for an exchange student for Ludington. And number 21, another foreign exchange student, Theo Oliveira, starting for the Orioles. Both of those guys have seen halves of action, but with no JV game tonight, no minutes restriction for them. Throw in for the Gladiators, picked up by Moretti. Moretti's going to send it back to the stands right there. Unlucky bounce. Quick throw in. Already in the box there, chased by Moretti. Ball is controlled by the Gladiators. Pressure on the edge there by Jaden Moretti, closely watched by Kyle Stidham. Ball sneaks through, cleared by Sweet, and they're going to get a throw in here for Traverse City St. Francis, far sideline here. Just under a minute and to play right here. Pressure by Oliveira right there. He gets it. He's on the run right there. He's pressured, looks up to Stowe. It's wide right there. Pressure by Stowe. Picked up by Oliveira, comes off hard right there. He's on the chase right there, backtracking. They're going to send it back to the goalie. Pressure by Theo Oliveira right there. Ball's going to get kicked out near side, controlled still by Gladiators. Great run and pick up by Aiden Eaton. A lot of body inside there. No call. Ball still getting played, put in front right there. Now there is a call. And Traverse City St. Francis is going to end up with the kick in this one. A lot of body on that one. Good run. Good pickup by Aiden.
Yep, it was a good run by Aiden. Way to step in front of that ball. Just wish you would have got a cleaner touch, but not bad still.
Yeah.
Early opportunity there in the game. Love to see it.
Yeah. Shoulder to shoulder. I don't know. Maybe he extended a little bit more. Ball's at midfield here. Pressure by Stidham. Orioles are going to get a throw in here. Ball out of bounds off. St. Francis down the sideline looking for Stowe. Still just misses it right there. Pressure by Stowe. Ball is thrown to the middle. Here comes Arvid Tegner right there. Puts it outside to Aiden Eaton. He's got 3 on right there. Pokes it ahead to Oliver. Gets it back to Eaton. He is pressured right there. Loses it. And they're going to try to kick that ball off him out of bounds unsuccessfully. Throwing for the Orioles deep in the Gladiator zone. Aiden Eaton with the throw and directing traffic right there. Looking for what he wants. Throws it inside. Looks for it. Headed out. Ball is up. Cleared towards midfield for waiting Ethan Sweet. Heads it down, looking for and finding Went. Comes off heavier than we had hoped right there, but picked up by Sweet. To Tegner. Comes off heavy again. Back to Gladiators at midfield. Making an attack on front of the Orioles bench. Picked up by Went right there. Meg to the middle to Stidham. He's going to drop it back across to near side Chase Anderson. Anderson looks. Puts one ahead to Arvid Tegner and cross to Went in the middle. Looks outside. He's got 2 right there. Splits the difference right there. They can't get there, and this could be a throw-in for the Gladiators just beyond midfield.
Yeah, it looks like we were trying to build up there. Just didn't get the right pass there. Just a little too much on it, but it was a good opportunity to build up there.
First sub of the game here. Just over 3 minutes to play for Traverse City St. Francis. Joel Zacina in for the Gladiators. That throw is going to go out of bounds. Orioles throwing coming up. Nope. Change their mind. They're going to get another Gladiators throw. They're going to get a kick here. Maybe a foul on that contact on the far side. The 2 officials didn't agree right there, but they're going to get a kick. Orioles building a line at the 18. Popped up over the top. Scary ball there for the Orioles.
Yes, that
got
was very scary.
a head flick right there, and it went wide, but definitely a potentially dangerous ball. Orioles going to end up with a goal kick here.
Yeah, that was a very good ball by St. Francis, and it looks like we just hesitated a little bit running back, and they got a couple guys in there. One guy got a head on it, just a little wide of the goal.
Yeah. Soft pass gets picked up right there by the Gladiators. Aiden Eaton fights, gets it back, puts it inside, looking for Went to Anderson. Looks ahead for Oliveira. Outside looking for Eaton keeps it inside, plays it down the side right there, and that's going to roll out of bounds before Steel Stowe can get there right in front of the Gladiator bench. Throw in Traverse City St. Francis. Definitely playing into the wind here this first half. Long throw down the sideline to the chest of Chase Anderson. Left-footed pop-up, looking for Went. Picked up by St. Francis. Tracking back is Kyle Stidham. Drops to Chase Anderson. Looking for, finds Eaton in front of the Ludington bench right there. He's got 2. That ball is still in play. Nice footwork there. Keeps it going right there. Looking for Oliveira. No, but picked up by Arvin Tegner. He's going to drop that back again to Chase Anderson. Anderson up to Eaton, near side. Aiden Eaton back to Sweet. Sweet back to Eaton. Drop it to Anderson. Coach Anderson calling for Theo. He receives the ball right there. Turns, heads midfield. Gets his feet tangled up there. Loses the ball. Blind kick there by the Gladiators. Picked up by Went. Put ahead to Stowe. Hard touch there by Steele. That ball's going to get picked up by Theo. Looks outside for Eaton. Can't get it through. Body by Theo Oliveira right there. And the Gladiators going to get another kick. A little bit of heavy touches here, just feeling it out.
Yeah, the ball's skipping a little bit from the wetness of the rain earlier on the turf. So once we settle into that, it should start knocking it around a little easier.
Ball headed out by Sweet on the kick, picked up by Stidham. Stidham tracking back right there, looks for Lumberg. Lumberg tracks about Ian Lumberg with it. He has time, looks inside. A ball picked off there by St. Francis at the 18. Kicked out by Sweet. It's going to get picked up by Anderson. He's under pressure, finds Eaton. Eaton to went inside, or Arvid Tegner, Tegner looks for it, drops it a little heavy right there, picked up by the Gladiators. Anderson tracks back. Gets poked out by St. Francis, and Ian Lumberg is going to call for a reset. Puts that one right under the roof, and Miss Jen's cart right there. She was not happy about that one.
Oh.
Ian better be careful tomorrow. Ball picked up by Went on the throw-in to Arvid Tegner. He's going to switch the field. Oh, he tried to switch it. They got stepped in front and took it right there. St. Francis in control. Ball just outside the 18. Popped in. Sweet heads it out. Picked up again by St. Francis, though. And there is contact. No call. Ball is poked through. And the Orioles are going to get a goal kick right there. I was a little nervous about the contact inside the box, Alex.
Yeah, that's probably a good no call by the ref. I mean, we didn't get the one down here, so he's letting them play a little bit.
And that was pretty cordial contact. That wasn't real egregious. Unlucky right there. Sweet's kick to Eaton goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for St. Francis. Ball is in. St. Francis in control right here. Switch field pressure coming by Stidham. Moretti goes down, tries to make a run right there. That ball's going to roll out of bounds for an Oriole throw-in deep in our territory. Definitely a little slick out there. Some guys going down that I haven't noticed the last 2 games here this week. Long throw by Sweet, picked up off the foot of Kyle Stidham. Sent long by Tegner right there. Going to get picked up by midfield by the Gladiators. Pressure here by Oliveira. On the run is Arvid Tegner. Chasing is Aiden Eaton. Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call at 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Stowe puts it outside to Theo Oliveira. Back inside to Eaton right there. Turns, looks for Went. Went was, he needed to be led on that one. That would have been a good pass.
Behind him.
Yep. In the heat of the moment that happens. Gladiators on the attack, though. Pressure here by Moretti outside. Ball is crossed right there off of Lundberg. He kicks it off St. Francis player, and that ball's going to go out of bounds for an Oriole goal kick. Another sub coming for the Gladiators. What good opportunity here. Was hoping when we led that ball through to Theo Oliveira that we were going to get something good out of that, and we put it back in the middle and just were one pass away from getting something.
Yeah, good ball by Steele out to Theo, and then Theo into Aiden Eaton, and Eaton just played. Aiden went just a little behind him, and if it's played in front, we got a good opportunity there.
Oh. Really good balls last night for Aiden Eaton. I think he had 2 of the assists on those goals. I know that header on the second goal was
it was good having him back in the lineup.
Yeah, that was spot on for Aiden Eaton there on those last night. Pressure here from Lundberg. Lundberg gets beat right there. Ball is crossed to the middle. Luckily, it's high right there. Good chase and foul by Stidham. And I agree with that call. I think Kyle came running up and made contact to that ball. They originally signaled goal kick, but as much as that would have been nice, I don't think it was the right call, and they're going to get a corner here. But, again, that ball went through. They had somebody running in late, and Kyle Stidham did a nice job of catching up and taking away that opportunity. Ball's out in front right there, headed out by the Orioles. Ball is free. Great save by Gomez right there. That was a rocket. Good. Ball headed out by Stowe. A lot of contact. Popped up in the air by Stidham. Off the face of a Gladiator right there. They're on the move. Bodies flying all over the place. Went, tries to switch it for Aiden Eaton at midfield. He's got it. Orioles on the run right here. What a save by Gomez. They got a great clean look. He just got 2 hands on it. Didn't grab it, but all he did is knock it down, and we didn't need any more than that. So great little sequence there for Ludington that we came out clean.
Yeah, good counterattack there. Found Aiden Eaton on the other side of the field, and we got going. So
Aiden went left-footed shot inside, got blocked, but he ended up getting wiped out after that kick from the Orioles. And we'll see who's set to take it right here. Putting Sweet up in the box, so he will not be taking. You got Stidham and Moretti out there for the Orioles. 11 minutes in here, 29 to go. No score from Oriole Field. Ludington 0 and Traverse City St. Francis 0. Ball is popped up for Stidham right there, headed out by the Gladiators. Kicked out right there where Jaden Moretti is waiting. Puts it on the ground. Picked up by Went. Back to Moretti. Looking for Stidham outside. Finds him far side. Stidham. Back to Moretti. Slices it through to Tegner right there. Nice touch pass to Stidham outside. Lots of white jerseys over there. And that's going to be an Oriole throw-in.
yeah, you can tell we're starting to knock it around a little easier right now. So
Well, like we had talked about earlier, if you don't practice in these conditions, it's hard to just go out there in the snap of a finger and Oh, nice ball right there. Oh, man, what a ball by Wentz. Stowe sends it left-footed over the net. You can tell his body language. He'd like that one back. That was a really good opportunity.
Yeah,
Nice.
good opportunity here early in the game.
Great pass, great opportunity. Like that he used his left foot, just got under it. Kick coming up for the Gladiators. Ball is sent. It's going to land near midfield right there. Pressure by Moretti. He gets first touch right there. They're going to let that roll out of bounds. Throw in for Traverse City St. Francis. Quick throw down the sideline. Ball is high. Pressure by Moretti, controlled by St. Francis. Tracking back is Stidham right there. Helping out is Went. Gladiators still in control here. Poke there by Tegner right there. Tries to play it through to Oliveira. No. Right back to the Gladiators. They're on the run here near side in front of the Oriole bench. Good clean passing for the Gladiators. Give them credit. They're putting that ball where they want it and hold on to it. Poked out there by Lumberg. Sends it to Eaton, who back to Anderson off of Stowe. Stowe's fighting for it right here. Never liked that rule. Jonathan Keith in his younger years always got that call because he's the bigger kid. Steele's still the bigger, more massive body right there. And if you run into him, you're going to fall down, and it's not always a foul.
No, Steele's just trying to win the ball there. Nothing. He wasn't even trying to take the guy out. He's just trying to win the ball. So we'd like to see that a no call.
Ball is headed out of there by Ludington. Pressure by Stowe. Picked up by Theo Oliveira right there. He's on the run. 3 Orioles on the run. Stidham's outside. See how Kyle can make a run right there. He's got pressure. Body with body right there. Kyle slips, comes back. Going to get picked up by Oliveira right there. He loses it. Gets it back. Orioles on the run. Head to Stowe. Reaches for it. Long tap back. Nice touch back there to Oliveira. Left-footed shot is deflected. They're going to clear that right there. The Orioles are going to get a throw in deep in Gladiator territory.
Really good by Steele and Theo there to just pass it between the two of them, and Theo got a good chance with his left foot. Just defender got a foot on it.
Would have liked to have seen that one without the defender deflection right there. I thought that was going to have a lot of promise. Played off the chest of Steele Stowe. That one's going to go to Went. Went one time. It's up. And it's going to go just over the net right there.
I like the decision by Hayden. He had nobody there and wanted to take a rip one, see what the goalie can take. So
Yeah, definitely not the same size goalie we saw on Monday night with Elk Rapids there. Smith & Eddy Insurance. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee. A caring business, foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Gladiators on the attack. Jaden Moretti chasing this ball down, picks it up, sends a bouncing ball back to Gomez. Gomez is going to punch it right back out to Moretti. Moretti, one touch, pokes, and that's going to go out of bounds for a Gladiator throw-in. A bouncing ball under speed back to the keeper makes me nervous.
yeah, it's never a good thing. You want to play those balls right on the ground, so it's easier for the keeper.
Clean shot goal right there for Traverse City St. Francis. We gave them just a second to tee that one up. Gabe Gomez dove, and he just couldn't get there quite in time.
Yeah, we just didn't have anybody step up, and that guy got a free look and put a good foot on it, bottom left corner.
Well, that's opening the scoring here with 24:44 left in the first half. Gladiators get on the board first here, 1-0. Shot well outside the 18 right there. It was a low, hard shot, and again, Gabe was I really thought watching that develop he was going to get a finger on that, but it just snuck through right there, and it was with some velocity.
Yeah, the wet turf can have something to do with that too. I mean, Gabe's timing it like a normal game, where this turf, he's got to time it a little sooner.
Yeah, would have liked to see the Orioles put a little bit quicker pressure there. But kick from the Orioles here. One hops to Stidham. Kyle Stidham gets it on the ground. He's still on his feet. Kyle Stidham inside. He's in. Kyle Stidham goes down on inside the 18. Nothing. Ball's going to get kicked out of there. Play on. Here comes Moretti right there. Tries to get a foot on it. Slows it down enough. It's going to end up with Sweet. Pops it back into play looking for Oliveira. He does not get it St. Francis kicks it out to midfield. They pick it up and on the run. There is Lumberg slips, which you don't see very often. Good pressure here by Ian Lumberg. Still battling, tracking back. Aiden Eaton picks it up there too. Chase Anderson looking ahead right to Traverse City. St. Francis here. Kicked. Oh, that was a high kick. The Orioles are going to get one right here, but again, we're feeling the pressure a little bit, reacting a little faster than maybe we're used to. And maybe tonight's game's the gap or the time gap is a little less. You have a little less time in tonight's game than you might have had last night. Sweet set to take the kick right here. It's going to send it down the near sideline, looking for Eaton. Picked off there, free ball in the middle, and popped out of it there, the Gladiators. Good job by Ian Lumberger to pop that ball back and slow down the attack. Tracking back is Stidham right there. Pressured by Sweet with Stidham. Kicked out. We're going to regroup, throw in the Gladiators. Landon Rubiana set to check in at the next throw in for the Orioles here. Pressure from Oliveira. In control, St. Francis pushes it through. There is Eaton. Tracking back is Stowe. Stowe, one touch. A little bit of body right there. He's going to send that one down the sideline looking for Stidham. Does not get through. Picked off by the Gladiators. They send it long in front. Oh, good stretch by Chase Anderson. The ball goes right back to Traverse City St. Francis. They're on the run. Inside the box there. Pressure by Ian Lumberg. Slows it down. Turns back inside the box. They're going to cross the middle there. Picked off by Arvid Tegner right there. Back to St. Francis. Touch back right there. Pressure here by Stowe. They're tracking back. Tracking back. Orioles putting pressure on. Ball switch fields outside. On the run is Stidham. Moretti's going to win this ball. Ahead to the Orioles right there. Oliveira looking for Stowe. Misplayed right to the Gladiators. They're already across the field here, and they're back. Going to go right in front of the Oriole bench. No pressure right there, but they turn it over here. Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise caution on the road, but if you do end up with a scrape, in a fender bender, or with major collision damage, call Mike at 231-613-4111. Mike also reminds you that it's your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business and that you can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. Benedict's Auto Center, now located at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Gladiators in possession here, be able to maintain possession. Picked off by Went, plays it out right there. We're playing these balls just in a panic, and there's nobody there for us.
No, we're panicking right now. They're putting a little more pressure on us.
Foot race here with the Gladiators and Steel Stowe. They got a big lead right there. Long kick. It's going to be outside the box. Keeper comes out, and all he can do with the pressure of the Orioles is kick it out of bounds. So not what we wanted, but at least we're going to get a throw in here. Ball inside right there. Shot blocked by Stowe right there out of bounds. Orioles are going to get a corner. We're going to get our subs of the first subs of the game. Landon Rubianis and Keegan Curtis, number 2 and 3, respectively, coming in the game for the Orioles.
Yeah, good ball by I think it was Steele into Steele, and Steele.
Was that right off the throw-in?
Yeah.
I looked down for a second. I didn't look down. I looked through the stinking post here, and I lost what happened there. I just saw him breaking out.
Yeah, Steele's had 2 good opportunities that have either mishit or got blocked. So
Rubianis just in the game, set to have immediate impact here. Corner by Rubianis. Orioles set up here. You got Ethan Sweet back in the box with Stowe and Eaton. Keegan Curtis minding his post right in front of the keeper there. Ball's played back a little bit. Can't get there. Chase Anderson comes up. He's going to pop that one up to Eaton in the box. That touch goes right to the Gladiators. Ball's kicked across. Moretti's there. He's going to look outside. He finds Rubianis. Rubianis pops one up right there. Eaton is there. They had that ball out, and that is going to go, hopefully. All right, good run by the Gladiator defender there, but it was across the line, so Orioles are going to get another corner here with 19:25 to go in the first half. Orioles down 1-0. Traverse City St. Francis putting one in from outside at 24:44 to go in the first half. Coach is ordering Rubianis into the mix to be a participant in the end result of this. Foreign exchange student Arvid Tegner is going to take this corner. First one I've seen him take in a varsity game.
Yeah, Yep, hopefully he can get a good ball here.
Plays it low, one hopped, kicked out, right back to Tegner right there. He's going to reset, put one back in play. There's Curtis. And he is bumped, and that ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, those low balls off the corner like that, especially with it being wet, are actually pretty dangerous balls. Ludington Paint Glass. Ludington Paint Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call LP&G at 231-843-8250. Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects, is proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor of the Orioles Sports Network. Ludington Paint and Glass.
Picked it up. He's on the run right here. We had an opportunity. I think Rubianis might be injured out there. We played a ball to him. Did not look like he was able to play it. Austin Reed looks like he's coming in here as soon as he can. And I would have to believe that is for Landon Rubianis, who does not look like he's in good shape right now.
No,
looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, Landon's hurt right now.
Shout out to Chris St. John, former Oriole soccer player, watching online to the broadcast tonight. Pressure here by Eaton. Ball sent to the middle right there, picked up by the Gladiators, sent back. Pressure by Curtis. Two long stabs and reaches right there. Neither one of them resulted in anything. Stowe's on the run right there. He's not going to get there first. Let's see what he can do. That ball is going to be kicked out of bounds by the Gladiators. Good pressure by Stowe. Subs coming in here. And again, I got to believe this is Austin Reed making his first appearance in the game.
Austin Reed.
And I'm wrong. Landon Rubianis is going to stay.
Yeah, it looks like Landon's going to slide into the middle, and Austin and Keegan are going to play the outsides.
He's giving Coach a thumbs up. His body language is telling me he's in pain right there.
Yeah, he looks a little shaken right now.
Yep. And Austin Reed, love him taking corners right there. Pops it up, backside of the net. Oh, thought the Orioles got held right there. There was a big gap and we couldn't get through it. I felt like there was a little bit of a reason why we couldn't make that one. Shot blocked from Reed right there. He's on the run right there, picks it back up. Reed sent it across in the middle. Host of Gladiators there, headed out, picked up by Rubianis. He's going to touch it to Eaton right there. Eaton outside, shot blocked to midfield, or almost to midfield, picked up by the Gladiators. We had Sweet Moretti there, but they didn't get there. Oh. Fast attack by the Gladiators. Quick kick by Gomez. Missed by the Gladiators. Picked up by Curtis. He sends it down to Stowe. Stowe on the run right there. One on his hip, one in front. Left foot across to Eaton. Eaton outside the 18. Pulls it back. Eaton's right at the 18. Pops it up. Looking for Reed. Doesn't make it through. Ball popped by the Gladiators. In control. Kicked out towards midfield there. Pressure by Moretti. Traverse City St. Francis sends it across the field. Anderson's waiting right there off his chest. He's got time. Right-footed shot outside to Curtis in front of the Oriole bench. Pulls it back. He's going to drop it to Chase Anderson. Anderson surveys. He's going right back to Curtis near side. Curtis tried to get it through to Rubianis. Deflected. Picked up by Anderson. Heavy touch right back to the Gladiators. They've got it in front of the Oriole bench. Pressure by Curtis. Played back inside. Watched by Rubianis. They're on the run. Went. Again, just too many stabs here. Alex?
Yeah, we're stabbing instead of going in to win a hard tackle. We're stabbing too much.
Gladiators maintain control. Ball outside, far sideline, pressured by Reed, watched by Moretti. Ball is crossed to the middle, picked up by the Gladiators. Lundberg's there, it popped up off the chest. Good chase. Ball is kicked up, and it's over right there again. Give it a little bit too much space and time there for my liking.
Yeah, we need a little more pressure from our defensive line right now. We're letting them get free right outside the 18, and they're not afraid to rip it. We've seen that already. McGee Insurance Group. The McGee Insurance Group has been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yek. Call 231-845-5000. McGee Insurance Group.
All right, throw in coming for the Orioles here, deep in Oriole territory. Throw in by Jaden Moretti right there. Pressure there by Reed, picked up by Moretti. Touch inside to Went, touches outside to Austin Reed, who's now on the far side right there. Plays one down, looking for Oliveira, goes through right there, just a little bit heavy. He's on the run, and they're going to clear this ball towards midfield. Pressure by and picked up by Chase Anderson. Nice step there for Chase. It's going to put it in through to Rubianos outside to Keegan Curtis. Good pullback moves showing off in front of coach. There's Keegan Curtis to Anderson. Back to Curtis. Right in front of the Oriole bench. Wanted Rubianos right there. Just came off heavy right there. Back to the Gladiators. Gladiators on the attack. Watched by Rubianos. Ball sent midfield. Here's Went. Pressure by Moretti. Good step by Jaden Moretti right there. Gets it to Went. He's got two on him, but yeah, he gets rid of it right there. Back to the Gladiators. They're on the attack. Touched outside. Pressure by Reed. Still on the move. Gladiators inside. Left-footed shot is up. And that would have gone if it could have made it right there. Just a little bit high. Went to that backside and just went over the net right there. They're getting their shots off very quickly.
Yes, they are. They're not afraid to shoot anywhere even close to the 18. They're ripping it.
Anderson to Curtis. Keegan Curtis inside to Rubianos. Rubianos to Stowe at midfield. Steps, finds it, puts it outside to Curtis. Good to see Landon Rubianos looking a little better than he was a few minutes ago. Ball is going to get picked up here by Went. Tries to cross over, loses it, and Gladiators on the attack. Here comes Sweet. Sweet, good run across, gets it to Reed. Sweet on the run right now. Big touch. If Ethan Sweet can keep it in bounds, the Orioles are in luck right there. He's on the far sideline. He's in a foot race for the ball right there. Back pressure right there. Pressure by Sweet. He kicks it off of no one. They're going to say that's a goal kick. I thought he worked hard to kick that off, but they're a lot closer than I am.
Yeah, a good run by Aiden there, or Ethan Sweet. Urca Auto Center. Urca Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area. So come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 231-845-6282. Urca Auto Center.
Adrian Lundberg just checked in for the Orioles. Ball here has been popped around, but it's been in control of the Gladiators. Far side, too heavy right now. Throwing for the Orioles in front of the Gladiator bench. Chase Anderson coming up just past midfield to take this throw in. Aiden Eaton, Cal Stidham ready to come in at the next ball right here, which is right now. Stidham and Eaton in. Stowe and Rubianos out for the Orioles. 10:35 to go here. Orioles down 1-0. Adrian Lundberg across to Went. Went sends it forward, looking for Stidham. Picked up by Lundberg off the deflection. Aiden Lundberg to Oliveira right there, back to Went. Went near side to Adrian Lundberg. Looks for, finds Theo Oliveira running down the sideline, loses it. Tracking right there, ball is turned right there. Pressure by Lundberg as well. Gladiators on the attack. And Aiden Eaton is injured right here, and he is going to come right back out. Miss Jen out to check on him. Steele Stowe checks back in for the Orioles. North Star Chiropractic. North Star Chiropractic prides itself on taking care of Oriole athletes of all ages. The team at North Star Chiropractic is dedicated to helping Orioles prevent injuries, recover faster, and improve their overall performance. North Star's expert chiropractors understand the unique needs of athletes and use cutting-edge techniques to ensure a pain-free performance. At North Star Chiropractic, Oriole performance is our priority. That's North Star Chiropractic at 311 South Raff Avenue. Call 231-843-8200. Picked up there, ball played by Lundberg, picked up by Gladiators. Fancy footwork here for number 19, Kyle Stidham, puts it ahead to Theo Oliveira just outside the box, deep. Plays it back to, this post is in my way. Nobody there for the Orioles. Moretti tries to come up, deflects it right there, but like the idea of playing back, we just didn't have anybody in that area.
No, it was the right ball if somebody was there for sure.
Good grab there on a headed ball and a contested run right there by Gomez. Ball is poked back out or rolled back out. Reed's got it outside to Stowe. Loses that ball. Is kicked away right there. That we just don't have the time like we've had in other games tonight. That's quick. Went, headed it up to Oliveira right there outside for Reed. Heavy touch right there. That ball is going to get kicked out of bounds, and somehow the Orioles are not going to end up with that throw-in.
No, it looks like I don't know who's playing the swing over here, but he was pretty wide open when we should have switched that ball. Instead, we went back into the where the ball came from, where everybody is.
Gladiator throwing just beyond midfield, deep throw. Ethan Sweet pops it back up to Stidham. One hop, gets it down. Kyle Stidham back to Ethan Sweet. Sweet to Anderson. He's under pressure right there. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Try to get it to Adrian Lundberg. Throwing for the Orioles here with exactly 8 to go. Throw down the sideline, picked off by the Gladiators, but that goes out of bounds. Orioles going to get another one. Adrian Lundberg set the throw in. Down the sideline to Stidham, pulls it back. He's got room, pokes it ahead, tries to lead. Oliveira right there, can't get it, run by Stowe, and that ball just crosses the sideline short of the corner kick. So deep throw in for the Orioles here with 7.5 to go. Stidham looks like he's in the area taking this throw. He's going to reposition, get a little closer to that end line where the ball went out. Kyle backing up towards the track. Throwing, looking to Theo Oliveira right there. Ball picked up by Reed. Left-footed shot from Reed is deflected. Or did he hit? He must have hit the side of the net. Goal kick coming up. Tried to squeak one in there.
Yeah, we've had some good opportunities this first half. Just they've either got blocked or just little mishits on the opportunities here, but definitely some good opportunities for the Orioles.
Ball played off the Gladiators. They're in control at midfield. Pressure by Sweet right there. Some contact, and they're going to get the call right there. I thought that might be the case on that one. 6.5 to go here. Ludington down 1-0. First half action with Traverse City St. Francis. Gladiators get a goal at 24:44 to go in the first half. It's only scoring of the half so far. Team Loney Real Estate. Thinking about selling your home or property? Let Team Jamie Loney at 5 Star Real Estate guide you every step of the way. With clear communication, strong organization, and a focus on your wants and needs, Jamie makes that process smooth and stress-free. Call Jamie Loney today, 231-794-9740. Team Jamie Loney, 513 South James Street in Ludington. Orioles are going to get a throw in there. I think there's been a couple times we're dribble heavy and could have passed sooner and maybe got it back or got something going here.
Yeah, 100% there. Our wings are they like to dribble a little bit too much right now. If they pass it into one of the strikers, they're most likely going to get the ball back.
You know, I don't know much about soccer, but a basketball coach told me once, dribbling's like candy. A little bit of it's sweet, and too much of it can make you sick to your stomach. I think I know which side I'm on right now. Reed takes the throw in from Stidham right back to Stidham. Drops back for Moretti. Moretti's going to pop it up. It's going to land off the foot of Theo Oliveira right there. Ball is kicked straight up in the air. Adrian Lundberg jockeying for position off his chest. That ball is going to be cleared. He's on the run. If it goes out of bounds, it'll be our throw. He keeps it inbounds to Anderson. Anderson right-footed to Arvid Stegman right there is battling right there, loses it, and we're going to get a call, and I don't like that one.
Just two guys battling for the ball.
Yeah, but it looked like a box out, really. I didn't see anything egregious there.
No.
Nate Traeger looking to sub in here, and good to see Aiden Eaton back at midfield looking to check in too. Kick here for Gladiators. One bounce controlled by St. Francis. Headed down here. Pressure by Stowe. Ball is dropped back. Oliveira on the run. He's going to kick it back to the keeper right there. He one touches it. Oliveira's there. Kicks it outside. On the run is Reed. Pressure here by Austin Reed. Play to the middle here. Stidham on the run. Stidham picks it up to Reed. I don't know what they're signaling for on that far side, Alex, but they're going to let them play on.
Yeah, I think Austin got bumped. They were going to call the foul there, but Kyle had the ball, so they let play on.
I think I'd like that call. In hindsight, right there. Ball popped out by the Gladiators. Pressure by Reed. St. Francis in control. Plays it outside. Pressure here by Reed. Picked up in middle by Stidham to Tegner right there. Looks for Stowe. Finds him. Tries to get it through right there. Ball is deflected. Picked up here. Oliveira knocked off his feet. Okay. So Theo Oliveira was knocked off his feet right there. I wondered if he was going to get that.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little arm from the defender there.
Yep. Bob's Roofing Company. Bob's Roofing Company is your reliable roofing partner with over 50 years of experience using only the finest quality materials. Licensed and insured in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, we've got you covered. Call us today and schedule your free estimate, 877-641-2627. Your local salesman, Mike Mesher. Theo Oliveira set to take this kick. Kyle Stidham coaching him up right there. I'd like to be in that conversation. I'd like to hear that conversation. Yeah. He does not take it. Stidham does. Pops it up. One hop, and it's going to go wide right there. Goal kick coming up for the Gladiators. 2:37 to go here first half. Traeger in for the Orioles. Eaton in for the Orioles.
Yeah, I think Kyle would want that free kick back. He, I don't think got the best of it.
Stowe and Reed taking a break for the Orioles here. Lenz Balder Insurance. Lenz Balder Insurance in Ludington is your local agency that gets it right the first time. With a reputation built on knowledge, speed, and accuracy, they help individuals and businesses find coverage that truly fits. As an independent agency, Lenz Balder compares top carriers to find the best protection for you, for your home, your car, or your business, so you don't have to. From personalized service to peace of mind, Lenz Balder delivers more than insurance. They deliver confidence. Lenz Balder Insurance of Ludington. Long ball, nice there. Left, see if Theo Oliveira can get it. He cannot. Picked up by the Gladiators, sent back to midfield. Picked up there by Lundberg. Heavy touch, picked up by Stidham back to Gladiators, and they're going to let this one go out of bounds. No, they're not. The ball's played in. What a spin on that ball. I thought for sure that was going out.
Yep.
90 seconds to go here, first half action. St. Francis in control here. Chased by Eaton. Left-footed pass makes it all the way through to Chase Anderson. He sends it back to Stidham. Stidham tries to poke one through. Gets it through to Oliveira right there. He's got Eaton too. One on his back. Loses it. He goes down. We got to play through it. Eaton's got it. Ref is saying carry on. Back to Arvid Tegner, Picked up by Anderson. I think we missed a chance there, Alex.
Yeah, the ref let us play on again. In that situation, we'd like to take that call there. It's just outside the 18. It's a good scoring opportunity right there if we get that call.
Shoulder to shoulder, Eaton right there. He's going to get heavy shoulder right there. Maintains possession of the ball. Loses it. He's going to go down. Picked up by Tegner to Stidham. Stidham's going to have to run outside. Poked outside to Adrian Lundberg. Left-footed cross to the middle. Just a little heavy there for Eaton. That ball's going the other way with the Gladiators of Traverse City St. Francis. Run here by Ian Lundberg. What a run to pick that one up. Ball is sent down in front of the Oriole bench. There to watch it go out of bounds and make sure it does is Chase Anderson. 19 seconds to go. Long throw down the sideline. Adrian Lundberg off his chest. He is bodied off the ball right there. He gets shoulder shivered, and he is not going to back down, but he loses that ball right there. Picked up by the Gladiators. Played to the middle right there. Pressure by Arvid Tegner. Ball is sent right there. It's going to get booted out of there by Ethan Sweet. And at halftime, the Orioles are going to go into the half down 1. Ludington 0, Traverse City St. Francis 1. Ludington Chiropractic. Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yett have been serving the chiropractic needs of Ludington and the surrounding communities for more than 30 years. At Ludington Chiropractic, no appointment is necessary, as it is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yett at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue. For questions, call 231-843-1874. Well, we're going to set it away here in just a second, but Alex, I think this has been a half of just a little bit cleaner touches for the Gladiators right there. They've made some nice runs, and Orioles just down one. We've had chances, but they capitalized on one more than we did. We're going to set it away to our sponsors and be back for second half action.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision-making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us at our new location at 5511 US 10 here in Ludington. We can't wait to welcome you into our family at Safe Harbor Credit Union.
When you think paint, think Ludington.
What makes great apple juice? Great apples. Who makes great apples? Easy. Michigan farmers. Indian Summer represents only the best Michigan farmers, and all of its delicious products are made in Ludington. Ask for Indian Summer in your favorite store now.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance. Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and providing insurance solutions as the area's largest independent agency. Here at Smith & Eddy Insurance, in partnership with Auto Owners, we offer the most experienced staff, the widest array of policies, and we have partnered with Auto Owners Insurance to provide exceptional solutions for our customers. With new technology and an old school philosophy, our team is committed to delivering a winning customer experience by placing the right people in the right roles. Proudly serving all of West Michigan from our 4 convenient locations in Bear Lake, Scottville, Manistee, and in Hart, Smith & Eddy and Auto Owners remains deeply committed to the communities we serve and dedicated to meeting your insurance needs. Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance.
Reliable, professional, exceptional quality and courteous service. Benedict's Auto Center has been providing the absolute best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. For over 80 years, 3 generations of the Benedict family have run a business you can trust in Mason County and the surrounding area. Owner Mike Benedict will listen to your concerns and questions to ensure you have peace of mind and that the auto body needs of your vehicle are totally and completely met. At Benedict Auto Body, customer service is the #1 priority. We want our customers to know that when it comes to choosing a car repair business, it is their choice. Customers should call around and ask questions and get feedback from all car repair shops before making their decision. Bottom line, it is the right to pick which repair facility you want your vehicle fixed. That's Benedict's Auto Center at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. You can reach owner Mike Benedict at 231-613-4111.
Welcome back to the broadcast this evening from Oriole Field, Ludington Soccer, and our visitors, the Gladiators from St. Francis. Traverse City St. Francis 1-0 lead at the half. Shout out to our halftime sponsor, Safe Harbor Credit Union. Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call at 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union in Ludington. Alex, any observations or thoughts on the first 40?
We had some good build-ups from the defense all the way up through the midfield and up to the forwards. We had some good opportunities to score, just didn't capitalize. They either got Traverse City either got a foot on them or they just went wide, mishit. But really good build-ups. That's good to see for us. We only gave up one. It's just a shot where kid just ripped one bottom left. Just didn't have anybody step, but we'd like to get that one back, which I think we can since we've been playing, had good build-ups and stuff. So love to see them come out in the second half with a little more energy than they did in the first half, and try to get one here pretty quick.
Yeah, what I've seen from Ludington all year, but especially his last 4 games, is we're as good as our passing. Last night our passing wasn't great in the first half. It was a lot better in the second. And, as much as we're willing to pass and be unselfish and make those extra passes, I think that really has a huge impact. And we mishit a few that first half, but I go back to Monday's game. We didn't have clean touches and passes then, and we never did get a clean opportunity. And I just kind of seen that a couple of times here. So, luckily it's a game of halves, and we didn't, shine last night in the first half. And while we did some nice things, I think we've got even better soccer to play here in the second half.
Yeah, 100%. Especially last night. Last night was a tale of 2 halves. I mean, we came out with a 3-0 victory, but it was not a good 3-0 victory. We played really sloppy. Didn't connect passes. Where tonight in the first half you saw a little more connecting passes, more build up, which is good because the second half we have the win for us. So we'll be able to knock the ball around a little bit more, and it's going to be tough for St. Francis to play those long balls like they were in that first half.
Yeah, and I think the field's wet. The windows here have got a lot of raindrops on them. The sun just came out. But I think that field's going to be wet. Indian Summer Co-op. Indian Summer is proud to be a sponsor of the Royal Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Orioles just coming out. They have to go in the locker room. The Orioles don't go in the locker room very often right there, but I think the rain had just picked up. So they went in there, and they're just coming out, hitting the sideline, going right to Coach Anderson, and Coach Brad Rodriguez on the sideline with Coach Anderson tonight, wearing his very stylish Car Freight Cup crew neck. Clock is set. I don't know if the Orioles are going to get their stretch in or not here. I think Coach has given him some words, maybe a little extra talking right there. And we're waiting for a couple more players to jog out here and join the team.
Yeah, sun peaked out too, which is good to see here.
Yep. Lundquist Furniture. Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street in downtown Scottville. A family-owned and operated business since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist at 231-757-3368. I still see some umbrellas, so maybe it's still coming down out there. I'm not
Yeah,
quite
could
sure.
be.
The sun is definitely out, and it's nice to see. Like seeing that. Would love to see a couple Oriole goals here to get us going here. 40 to go from Oriole Field on this broadcast of the OSN. OSN will be right back on this airwaves tomorrow night here at Oriole Field for varsity football, Oak Ridge and your Ludington Orioles. And I think Oak Ridge is going to be a little tougher opponent than the Orioles saw last week.
Yeah, Orioles kind of walked. I mean, Coopersville week 1. That was probably the best team they faced all year. Then they walked through Mason County Central and Fremont. But I think looking at the Oak Ridge scores from Oak Ridge's first 3 games, I think that's going to be a good one tomorrow night here at Oriole Field.
It looks to me the same lineup that started the first half is going to start the second half here for the Orioles. Kyle Stidham stretched out wide here near side right at midfield. Along that front line went Oliveira, Eaton, and Stowe. Orioles control the kick here in the second half. Down 1 here. 40 to go from Oriole Field. Non-conference soccer action here. Shout out to Smith & Eddy Insurance. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee. A caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. I think we're finally ready to get things going. There's the whistle. Sweet. He's pressure. He's going to send one long right there over the head of Stowe. Is going to be kicked back out of there, picked up by Tegner. A high bounce right there, handled by the Gladiators. Drop back, played ahead, pressured by Eaton far side. Kind of trapped in there by Stowe. Gets through. Ball is cross field right there. Chasing back is Stidham. Stidham being a menace right there. And great job there by Kyle Stidham. He's going to earn the throw in for the Orioles to the chagrin of the Gladiators. Great job, Kyle, coming back and causing havoc. Quick throw from Stidham down the sideline. On the chase is Oliveira right there. That ball's going to stay in bounds. He gets a touch. He goes out of bounds himself. Ball's going to be controlled here. Pressure by Stowe. Kicked up right there. And Kyle Stidham's going to let that bounce into the hands of Carson Knowles on the sideline. Kyle Stidham looks for Arvid Tegner, finds him, touches it to Stidham. They're in tight quarters. Touches back to Jaden Moretti, pokes it through there for Went, who finds Sweet. Sweet's looking to cross, but pokes it in the middle, picked off by the Gladiators. Pressure here by Went. That ball is popped up. You've got a host of Orioles on the run. Picked up there by Sweet. He's being pressured, and he's going to... No, he misplays it. That ball is still in play. Good stretch touch there by Anderson. Pressure by Eaton. Still in control before St. Francis. Ball inside the 18, going out of bounds right there. We are going to get a goal kick. The referee looked like he was going to confer with that other.
No, I think he gave him the free kick.
Oh, boy. Interesting. They both signaled elsewise. So corner kick coming up for. Oh, he called a foul on that. You're right. Okay. Right outside the penalty box right there. Kick coming up into the sun for the Gladiators. Jockeying for position. Hands up. Ball is popped up in the air. Over the head of Gomez. Headed out of there by Went. Picked up by Stidham. Back to the Gladiators. Left-footed shot across right there. It's going to go across everyone. Chase Anderson's going to escort that ball out of bounds. We do have a goal kick this time. Gomez outside, far sideline to Chase Anderson. Up the left side to Went. Picked up here by St. Francis. They've got it at midfield. Looking to switch. Drop it back right there. Still in control. Ball played here to midfield. Pressure from Stidham. Poked through right there. Picked up. Maintained possession. Traverse City St. Francis. Poked back to the middle right there. Oliveira on the chase right there. Poked in the middle. Gladiators in control. Pressure by Ian Lumberg. Help here. Support by Lumberg. Ball played in front of the net. Is poked through. Dangerous ball right there. And that is going to... That's going to be another corner kick right there. Ludington poked that one all. They got one right outside of the 6 right there and poked it into a really dangerous spot. And the Orioles just got a toe on it to put it out the end line for a corner kick. Ball is up. It's going to be out in front of the net, headed towards the goal right there. Kicked, and that one goes over right there. Good header for a nice touch for the Gladiators, and that one goes high.
Yeah, that was good by the Traverse City player there. He really didn't have a good scoring opportunity, so he just headed it back to one of his players who had a better shot opportunity to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, like that second goal we had last night, Aiden was in a spot where he couldn't probably score but could set it up right there.
Yep.
Orioles lose the ball here, and Wentz on the chase. He does pick it back up, and he's going to lose it right now back to the Gladiators. They're on the attack right now, chased by the Orioles. They're in control. Tracking back is Stidham, still attacking on the outside. Cross over the middle right there. Beats 2 Orioles. Cleared by Sweet to Aiden Eaton. Header towards midfield. Stowe and pressure right there. Can't get there. And St. Francis still in control. Ball in front of their own bench. Left-footed pass down the side. It's going to run right there. Gladiators get there. Save it. Pressure by Moretti. Tracking back towards the midfield at the edge of the 18. Inside the box right there. Still with it. Left-footed pass in front. Kicked out of there by Lumberg. Missed by Went, controlled by St. Francis, still in control. Put it back in. Went to clear. Stowe on the run. He's going to get there. He's surrounded. Long run right there by Steele. He's going to be in a foot race right here. Lots of body. Picked up by Stowe. Kicked out. He's got it. He's going to send it back to Aiden Eaton. He's got pressure right here. Pokes it through to Stidham. Stidham back to Went. Went left-footed pop looking for Eaton far side. And that ball's going to go out of bounds right there.
Yeah, Aiden just played it behind him a little bit. Not a bad ball. Would like to, possess there in the offensive third for a little bit more.
Goal kick coming up for the Gladiators. Kelly Smith Van Houten is watching from Hastings. Karen Nielsen's watching. Tim Tarkington. Got a few people in the chat here tuning into Oriole Sports Network tonight. Gladiators on the attack. I've said that a little too much tonight.
Yes.
Pressure outside from Moretti. Support from Stidham, backed up by Sweet. Ball near the sideline. And that was a good call. Unnecessary little bump there by Jaden Moretti.
Ludington Paint and Glass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call LPNG at 231-843-8250. Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all your projects, is proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the Oriole Sports Network. Ludington Paint and Glass.
That ball scoots all the way through. Chase Anderson on the run. And he's going to clear it. It goes out of bounds, but cleared by Anderson. Throw in Gladiators. 33-28 to go here. Ludington still down 1. First half goal by the Gladiators, the difference in the game. Pressured here by Went on the far side. Gladiators in control, taking their time. Pressure here by Steele Stowe. Pokes it, and that ball is going to go off of Ludington. Another throw in for the Gladiators. Throw towards the box, cleared by Eaton, right back to the track. Another throw coming in for St. Francis. All thrown up into the box right there, headed out. And that one's going to go off of Traverse City St. Francis. Landon Rubiana set to check in here in the second half. Goal kick coming for the Orioles. Coming in for Arvid Tegner right here for Ludington. Ethan Sweet set to take the kick. All right, ball's in play. And that ball is going to midfield. Stowe heads it outside, flicks it off. One hop to Eaton right there. That ball is going to be kicked back to Went. Outside to Eaton. Controls it. He's pressured far side on the left side. Crossing over to the middle, backtracking. He's got pressure. Plays back to Anderson just past midfield. Puts it right back to Eaton. Pressured. Going all the way back to Ian Lumber. Look for going back to Gomez. Gomez getting pressure. Is going to launch that one back to Eaton. Left side midfield off his chest. Plays it down. Pops it up. Trying to beat the sideline. Gets boxed out right there and does not get it. Quick throw. Ian Lumberg up to make the header right there. Picked up by the Gladiators. Pressure by Eaton. Gladiators surveying. Pokes through on the attack. Blocked by Anderson. They pick it right back up. Gladiators just outside the 18. Pressured by Went. Still maintaining possession. Coming back. That ball squeaks through right there. Box out by Sweet. Sliding save there to pick that one up is Gabe Gomez. Quick throw down the sideline to Stidham. One on. Pokes looks for Rubianis. Just a little bit heavy. Good touch by Rubianis, but picked up by the Gladiators. Gladiators looking to track back. Theo Oliveira is there. He's on the run. He puts one through to Stowe. Just a pinch heavy right there. Would have liked to have seen that out in front, but great play, great idea. Just didn't make it through. And
Yeah, we're playing the balls. We're playing them in front of guys right now, which is a good thing. Like to see us play a little more feet just with the wetness out there. The ball's starting to skip a little more. So if we play them to feet, we can guys can play them quicker.
You think playing ahead, they're just going to skip a little too fast tonight?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of that. Ethan Sweet set to take this kick on the follow on Theo Oliveira. Again, 30 minutes, 5 seconds to go here. Second half action. Ludington trails 1-0. Kyle Stidham, body language says he wants this ball right there. Popped up far side. It gets knocked down, headed out by Traverse City St. Francis. That ball's going to go all the way out to midfield where Chase Anderson's there. He's going to quickly throw it down the sideline. Looks for, finds Aiden Eaton. Drops it to Went. Left-footed pass to Stowe. Stowe inside to Oliveira. He's got one to beat right there. He pokes it. It's a goal! Great setup there from the quick throw in by Chase Anderson. Yes. Eaton went Stowe to Theo Oliveira for a goal.
Yeah, great build up there off the throw-in. Smart play for Chase to take the throw quick. Traverse City was trying to regroup. He threw it into Aiden Eaton, and they couldn't regroup as fast as they would like, and played it to Went. Went played it into Stowe, and Stowe played a good ball into Theo.
You know, Theo's a great example of you don't have to kill the ball every time. He got a great, I'm not even sure, it might have been a toe ball. You know, he got a great touch on that one and was able to direct it where he wanted. I know Chalo Mendez worked with my kids quite a bit. He said there's time when you just toe the ball and do anything you can, and he might have that time, and he kept it low and didn't need a lot of power, got to the opposite side, and just hopefully an energy. Long banger right there off the head of Jaden Moretti. Tapped by Chase Anderson. Picked up just beyond midfield by the Gladiators. Pressure by Went. Running across is Eaton. He gets a touch, but Gladiators maintain control. Nobody's pressuring right now. Still in control right outside the 18. Rubianis is going to clear that. It's going to be picked up by the Gladiators. Pressure. It's going to go. Great pressure again by Mr. Goal scorer Theo Oliveira. Puts pressure on the ball, goes out of bounds. Stidham to Oliveira, back to Oliveira. He's going to lose it, but it's going to get touched back. And who's going to be there? Lundberg is chasing, picked up by the Gladiators, played through. Gladiators in control in front of their bench. Slide and miss by Rubianis. Pressure here by Stidham, picked up by Kyle Stidham. He's going to, I think he wanted to send that one back to Jaden.
Yeah,
that came off.
Just mishit it.
Just came off wet or slippery or just unlucky. Throwing for Gladiators. Looking near, looking short. Find it. Pressure by Moretti. Well, I wouldn't say I wasn't nervous there for a second with Jaden on that on mine right there. There was a moment of silence while I watched what the referees were going to do there, and they got a goal kick out of that is what they decided. Set to take it is Ethan Sweet.
McGee Insurance Group. The McGee Insurance Group has been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to the Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck. Call 231-845-5000.
Good patience there by Oliveira right there. Sent down the sideline over the head of Stowe. He's going to make a run right there. This ball's moving a little bit too fast. I'm not sure I would risk my life running a shoulder in front of a kid running like that. But that ball rolls out of bounds right there, and that was a more egregious play than most of these that I've seen.
Yes, yep. Just a little heavy ball by Jaden. Just would love to see him take a little bit off of it, and that's a really good ball.
Yep. Sweet's able to get a shoulder on that kick. Stidham ends up with it, drops it to Moretti, who goes to Went. Again, Went getting the start tonight after having to miss some time with an injury. Stidham from Rubianis. Stidham pokes it back to Rubianis. One touch, crossed it by Rubianis. It's flicked out, but Aiden Eaton's going to be there. He's got Went. He's got guys in the box right there. Touches it outside to Rubianis. He's going to put it back through from Oliveira. Unlucky by Steele. Heads it back in by Stowe. Headed out by the Gladiators. Ball is kicked over the head right there. Is going to get picked up off the chest. Anderson loses it. Coming out of nowhere is Went to pick it up. Goes back to Ian Lumberg. He's pressured. Puts it back inside to Chase Anderson. Touches it to Sweet. Back to Stidham. Orioles trying to maintain control and come up with a good look right here. We had a ball that went through, came off funky. We got a header back on it. We just couldn't get anything clean, Alex.
Yeah, very good ball by Landon. Kept it on the ground. Theo just, he looked like he swung and missed on that one, but very good build up there and very good scoring opportunity.
The steal was far side. I don't know if he was expecting that one. He got a foot on it, but not the greatest contact you'd like to see there. On the attack are the Gladiators right here. Ball is played outside, just inside the penalty box. Poked out of there by Lumberg. That ball is going to get set, crossed in, picked up right there, headed out off Moretti. Header from Sweet to Moretti, picked up by Stidham. He's setting up for a long one right there. Nobody near side. That one needed to go midfield right there, picked up and controlled by the Gladiators. Pushed back through, no pressure there. Backtracking is Stowe. Ball is played through, skips over the foot of Sweet on the run. Gladiators there. Moretti checking outside. Ball's cross middle. Lumberg pokes it out. Moretti back and play right here. Left-footed cross right there. Gets all the way through. Waiting there. Oh, scary shot. Low shot from the Gladiators right there. Went wide. Orioles cleared it. Then it was sent over the net. And they're going to say that ball that was shot over the goalpost was deflected by the Orioles. And a corner kick coming up here with 24:42 to go in the second half. Orioles won, Gladiators one goal in each half.
Yeah, Jaden's had his work cut out for him tonight. That 33 on Jaden's side. It's got some really good footwork skill, and Jaden's held his own tonight.
Yep. Contact in the box there, and we're going to have a call going the other way. Orioles are going to get a kick. Aiden Eaton is down. Adrian Lumberg set to come in if they allow a sub. All right, official checking on Aiden Eaton here. We have got 24:16 to go here in second half action from Oriole Field. Aiden looks like he's walking off slowly, and we've got Adrian Lumberg set to come in.
Urca Auto Center. Urca Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 231-845-6282. Urca Auto Center.
Ethan Sweet set to take the goal. Or this is not a goal kick. They called a foul on that play, I believe. Sends it towards midfield. Headed up by the Gladiators. Rubianis tries to settle it here. going to go back to Sweet. He's under pressure, flicks it up to Oliveira. Way to chop that down, loses it. Nice job of bringing it down. Can't control it. Poked by Stowe, picked up off the head of Oliveira. He's going to pop it ahead to Stowe. It's going to be too long right there.
Right idea. He had the right idea to pop it in the steal. Just put a little bit too much on it.
Or just play it off to the side so there's a fair chance. Ball is kicked out to midfield. It's going to get chopped down here by Wendt. Comes off heavy. He's chasing back. Going to keep it. He's under pressure. Loses it. Picked up by Anderson. Sends it to Adrian Lumberg, who just checked in. Ball's going to get past Rubianis, but he's going to be able to poke it outside to Kyle Stidham right there. Some follow through contact, no call. Stidham gets pickpocketed right there. He's on the run right there, but so are the Gladiators with the ball. Poke through. Lumberg off his shins. He's still fighting right there. Adrian Lumberg pops it up. Oh, gosh, hits Stowe right in the back. Stowe tracks back. He's got it on the outside. Pokes it inside to Oliveira. Loses it. Boy, that would have been a nice touch right there, but Rubianis keeping it in play. He's got Wendt inside. Plays it outside to Stidham. Stidham attacking right there. He's into a group of 5. Loses it. And picking it back up. I think Wendt was maybe the safe pass there. Plays it back in. Oliveira touches outside of Rubianis. He is going to get a card right here. He slid for that one. Got too much Gladiator. Not enough ball right there. Kick coming up for the Gladiators. Landon Rubianis is going to get subbed out. Austin Reed coming on.
Number 4, Austin Reed.
Austin's going to go outside, and Adrian Lumberg is going to move inside for the Orioles.
Yeah, would have loved to see Kyle play that back into Aiden there in the middle instead of dribbling into 5 defenders. And then most likely when you play it into the middle, you're most likely going to get it back at some point.
Kyle's passionate and energetic, and he thinks he can take on the world, and sometimes he can.
Yeah.
He's certainly done it before. Stidham off his chest. Can he keep it in bounds? Yes. Heads it back in bounds. Picked up by the Gladiators right there. Pressure by Wendt now. Pressure from Moretti. That ball's up in the air and into the bench of Traverse City St. Francis. Quick throw. Played in, controlled. Pressure by Sweet. Tracking back is Stidham. Chasing across the field. That ball's played. Anderson can't quite get there. Good hustle there. Touched by Adrian Lumberg. He's chasing right now. Left-footed pass outside. Oh, gosh, that's just going to be a deep throw for the Orioles. Julian Borma set it to jog in here. And Kyle Stidham going to catch a quick break. Ethan Sweet to do the honors to throw this in. 21:58 to go, second half. All tied up at 1. Good flick off the head of Borma right there. Picks it back up. He's in a foot race. They drop it back right there. Pressure by Stowe. Played inside. Pressure by Adrian Lumberg. He's still chasing right there. Austin Reed with the slide. Misses. I think there's some speed that we've got to give credit for Traverse City St. Francis.
Yep.
We're having a hard time keeping up with those guys.
Yeah, their midfield's their passes are really tight and their midfield is really quick.
Yep. Try to get it to Stowe right there. That ball off the mark. Picked up by St. Francis. They pop one up in the air. It's going to be a foot race. Stowe's on the run right there. They're going to kick that one out of bounds, and that was probably their best decision.
Yeah, that's about the only place that defender could really put the ball. I mean, if he tries to turn with his steals right on his back, and if he plays it to the keeper, it's too close to play it to the keeper in that situation.
Just feel like as a keeper, you've got to feel the pressure. That ball comes in quicker, hotter than you want. You've got a guy sprinting at full speed. It's hard to relax and stay calm in there. Know how much practice you have. Good hustle by Julian right there. I would have liked to have seen him go get that original ball and keep it in play. Pressure by Oliveira right there. That one, he just couldn't quite see it. He forces a ball to get kicked out of bounds. Throw in from Borma. Set to check in here, number 20, Zane Smith. Zane Smith is a senior. He is checking in for Theo Oliveira. Throw in from the Orioles. Julian Borma set to take it. On the run is Went looking for him. Ball bounces heavy, left-footed shot. It's going to go wide. Let's see, and it's not going to stay in right there. So deep shot, wide, and a kick coming up for the Gladiators. North Star Chiropractic. North Star Chiropractic prides itself on taking care of Oriole athletes of all ages. The team at North Star Chiropractic is dedicated to helping Orioles prevent injuries, recover faster, and improve their overall performance. North Star's expert chiropractors. Ooh, a nice run right there. I had to pause to see how that turned out.
Nope, good ball by Went into Stowe there.
Yep.
Just a little too much.
The team at North Star Chiropractic is dedicated to helping Orioles prevent injuries, recover faster, and improve their overall performance. North Star's expert chiropractors understand the unique needs of athletes and use cutting-edge technologies to ensure pain-free performance. At North Star Chiropractic, Oriole performance is our priority. That's North Star Chiropractic at 311 South Rath Avenue. Call 231-843-8200. Certainly spent plenty of time down there getting adjusted
Yes.
to kids
Yep.
and sports and injuries, and they have done a really nice job of keeping my children especially back on the field. So like having those guys here, and I think they really like working with athletes.
Yes, those the two down there, Dr. Jacob and Dr. Andrew, are really, really good.
All right, goal kick coming up for the Orioles. I wasn't sure where that was going. I thought Gabe might want to grab that one.
Yeah.
Aiden Eaton back on his feet and got the all clear from Miss Jen. He's back in. He's going to give Austin Reed a breather on that left side right there. Austin Reed sprinting off the field here. Ethan Sweet, goal kick specialist, sends one out looking for and finds Aiden Eaton. Just checked in. He's got the ball. Pokes it inside. Adrian Lumberg plays it back. He's looking for Eaton. Doesn't get him, but Stowe picks it up. Sends it all the way across here. Midfield. Picked up by Went. He's got Borma wide. He's got Smith, Stowe, and Eaton up front. Sends it across to Stowe. Lets it go through. Good through ball. Eaton's got it. Left-footed. It's going to go wide. Borma's, I'm not quite sure. Julian was there and then hesitated. I thought.
Yeah. It looked like he didn't know if he should hit it back across or not. But really good ball by Wen. Good leave by Stowe to Eaton. And good ball by Eaton across the middle.
I would have loved to see Julian do anything with that ball.
Yep.
You know, that was going to go out of bounds, and there was a moment of hesitation, and it was too late right there. Kick to midfield, jockeying is Moretti. That ball's going to get chased down the sideline, and luckily for the Orioles, good maneuvering by Jaden right there to make sure the Orioles end up with a throw-in.
Yeah, Jaden's got a good battle on his hands tonight. Like I said earlier, he's been competing with number 33. Number 33, I think, is probably Traverse City, St. Francis's best player. So
Julian Bormer gets a poke right there, but picked up by the Gladiators. Pressure back from Stowe. Forces a tough pass right there, kicked out of there by Lumberg. And the Orioles are going to get lucky. Gladiators misplayed that one. Borma went to Moretti. Moretti's got time right in front of Coach Brad Rodriguez. Went, tries to poke it through, picked off again. Backtracking is Sweet. He tries to switch the field. It's deflected. Back to Gladiators twice now. Gladiators in control. On the move at midfield. Tracking back is Eaton. I agree with Coach. Asking for some pressure right there. Oh, nicely played ball right there. And good job by Gomez to come grapple it up.
yeah, that was a good ball by the St. Francis midfielder. I think the striker didn't know where he was going to play that ball, but I would have played it the same way he would have played it. So just a little miscommunication there by Traverse City.
He put it in the most open spot right there. Heavy touch picked up by Zane Smith. Zane Smith on the run. Good pressure and consistency by Smith. Leaves one ahead looking for Aiden Eaton right there. And Aiden was on the run right there. And that ball just kind of went in a slightly different direction than what we needed. But love the idea of Zane picking that ball up and putting it in a spot that we potentially could use it right there. Went on the attack. Chase Anderson steps up right there and eats that one up. And that ball's going to go back to the Gladiators, though. Picking it up, though, is Lumberg. Look at a lot of style when he runs like that, makes those plays. He makes them look fancy, man. He really covers some ground. Great run by Adrian Lumberg to try to get back. He just takes an elbow right there. He thinks it's hockey season. He doesn't think anything of it right there. Went. Good touch by Went to get in front of that one. Wentz got Eaton, Stowe, and Smith right there. Orioles on the run. Stowe and Smith out front. Borma to the far side. Stowe tries to get one through. Does not make it. That ball's going to be cleared. And it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good run there by the Orioles. They were on the counterattack there. Just a little misplayed ball into the middle there, but good counterattack by the Orioles.
Team Loney Real Estate. Thinking about selling your home or property? Let Team Jamie Loney at 5-Star Real Estate guide you every step of the way. With clear communication, strong organization, and a focus on your wants and needs, Jamie makes the process smooth and stress-free. Call Jamie Loney today at 231-794-9740. Team Jamie Loney, 513 South James Street in Ludington. Rubianis checked back in. He's got the ball, plays it ahead, looking for Oliveira. He's chasing right there. Ball deep in the corner. Kicked out. Pressure by Rubianis. Poked back inside. Rubianis, I thought Landon was going to get there, and Theo Oliveira must just be a menace out there, man.
Yeah.
He's got guys flopping down all around him. He must be a real physical force. I don't see that from him when I see him walking through the hallways, but he must be a beast. Rubianis can't get to that one. Flicked up over the head of Moretti. Sweet. And just comes off too heavy for Ethan Sweet. Nice pickup there. And at least the Orioles gets a reset.
Yep.
We are 13 minutes and 16 seconds to go here at Oriole Field. 1-1 ball game, pressured by Adrian Lundberg. Backtracking is Stowe, pressures that pass outside, tracked down by Lundberg. Ethan Sweet's going to pop it up to midfield. Gladiators are waiting. Need ball outside. Pressure by Theo Oliveira. Poked through. Controlled. Nice passing here by the Gladiators down the sideline. Moretti jockeying for position. Gets boxed out right there. And that ball peeks through. There to clean it up is Sweet. Sweet forces that ball to get dropped back where Moretti's waiting right there. Rides that player out of bounds. And well done, but the ball's right back in the same position already. And we are saying corner kick here. $12:24 to go here, second half. Corner for the Gladiators. Ball is short, headed out there by Ian Lundberg. Great job of being first, too. Touched out by the Orioles, but picked up by the Gladiators. It's going to go out of bounds. Ball boy is right on top of the action. Quick throw. Rubianis down the sideline. I'm not sure why we stopped for being off by a couple. I thought that was a part of soccer.
No.
You can see where Landon dragged his toe right there.
Yep.
He's a yard and a half from it, but nonetheless, Went gets that one back in play, but picked up by the Gladiators. Went tracking back across the field. Good try, but doesn't get it right there. Back here is Rubianis. He pokes that ball through, see if he can get a foot back on it. Slides, no. Tracking back, Oliveira. Played to the middle, pressure by Went. Lundberg and Eaton kind of collide in the middle right there. Lundberg ended up with a pirouette, but he's back on his feet. Ball is played ahead. Gomez has got to get that one. They had a runner. That would have been dangerous. Good job of Gabe being aware ready.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous ball, but Gabe was on his toes back there and came out and scooped it up before the St. Francis player could get a foot on it.
Stidham set to check in. Ball popped up at midfield by the Gladiators. Headed up in the air. Another header by the Gladiators. They're just playing catch at midfield while the Orioles are kind of taking it all in. Anderson steps in front, and the Orioles get a throw. Quick throw down the sideline, but Anderson's going to get headed out, regroup. Eaton's there for a throw. Stidham coming in here. And he is coming in for Aiden Went. 10:24 to go. Throw in at midfield for the Orioles. Tie game. St. Francis scored first, 24-44 in the first half. Ludington got one here in the second half. 1-1 at Oriole Field. Pressure here from Stidham. Ball is kicked back. Orioles got to spread out here. Great coverage across the field by Stidham. Way to force a pass right there. Gladiators maintain possession. Kick it right there. Deflected back. Ricochets to the middle. Is going to get picked up by Eaton. He's going to pop it up. That ball's up in the air. The goalie's going to be coming running out. Pressure there by Stowe, and he's not going to be able to get there. What a beautiful idea right there, Alex.
Yes, very good. Smart decision by Aiden to play a steal. Just a little heavy on the ball, but very good decision by Aiden there.
Chase Anderson kicks it out of bounds. Orioles regroup. So 9:24 to go. Here's second half action. Lights are on at Oriole Field. Ooh, hopefully the rain is gone.
Looks like it.
All right, throw in far side of the field here for the Gladiators. 9:08 to go. Headed into play. Off sweet. Up in the air here. Jockey for position at midfield. Theo Oliveira to Stowe. Stowe on his foot. He pops it outside. Eaton's on the run. Aiden Eaton, Stowe, Oliveira in front. And it's punched in right there. Pass from Eaton right there to Theo Oliveira. Man of the match so far for the Orioles.
Yes, 100%. Very good find by Steele to Eaton out wide. Eaton takes a touch in towards the goal and plays one across to Theo, who's just sitting there waiting to put it in the back of the net.
What a beautiful setup right there. You had three guys for Ludington just perfectly spaced, running at absolute full speed across. And, any one of them could have scored it. Aiden, what a unselfish play to put that across. Man, the unselfish play he played with last night, just carrying on tonight. He just had one he let through. Steele poked that one through. He sent it back across, and Theo did exactly what you'd want. He buried it in the back of the net. Ludington, with 8:49 to go here, takes a 2-1 lead. See if we can keep the pressure here. Pressure from Stowe. Forces a pass where Kyle Stidham is on the run, and he's chasing this down right there. Aiden went, checked back in the game on that goal, drops it back to Sweet. He's pressured. The ball is blocked on its exit right there. Pressure here by Rubianis. Rubianis tries to get it out of there. Nobody in the area for the Orioles. Back on the attack are the Gladiators. Tracking back is Stidham. Pressured here by Adrian Lundberg. Ball is poked through, and good track back by Sweet, and Anderson picked up by number 23, Gabe Gomez. Gomez dribbling right there, loving his basketball days. He can never forget the greatness of his basketball career right there. Sends it out, picked off by the Gladiators. Tracking back is Stidham. Kyle Stidham playing with some rejuvenated energy right here. Off of Went. Still controlled by the Gladiators. Pressure by Rubianis now near side. Right in front of the bench of the Gladiators. Tracked back. Stowe cutting the field in half right there. Forces that pass back. Good step by Eaton right there. Just can't control it. Battling for position and the ball outside. Pressure by Anderson. Tracking back is Eaton. Far side. Poke through. Left-footed out of there. And Lundberg's going to clear it. Stowe's on the run. They're going to try to clear that one out of bounds. And it's going to go off the foot of Steele Stowe right there. Wish that one could have broke through to see a foot race.
Good pressure by Steele.
I liked our chances in a foot race. Shout out to Bob's Roofing Company. Bob's Roofing Company is your reliable roofing partner with over 50 years experience using only the finest quality materials. Licensed and insured in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, we've got you covered. Call us today and schedule your free estimate at 877-641-2627. And you can find Mike Mesher as your local Bob's Roofing salesman. Aiden Eaton looks for and finds Adrian Lundberg. Back to Eaton, far side. Moretti near side in front of the bench calling for it. Switches it, gets through to him. He's got Rubianis wide. He's got Stowe and Eaton middle. He's got Lundberg out wide. Dumps it to Rubianis. Rubianis taking it down, short stepping it, kicks it out of bounds off the shin of the Gladiator defender. Throw in Orioles. 6:17 to go here from Oriole Field. 2 goals here for Theo Oliveira, foreign exchange student from Brazil. And Orioles are up 1. Not sure what happened there. Kyle let that one through. I don't know if he thought it was going out. One thing I would say, I'd like to hear the Orioles talk a little bit more to each other.
Yes, yeah.
Somebody talk to Kyle or talk to Julian and guys, just let them know. It's hard to see what's behind you. Eaton one on, chasing far side, Stowe middle, Stidham up at the 18. Sneaking in behind is Rubianis, near side. Ball headed out, pressure by Adrian Lumberg. Hockey check there to Anderson's got the ball. Outside back to Adrian Lumberg. Inside to Went, sends one across, and that one's going to get gobbled up. Right idea, just heavy.
Yep, just a little heavy touch there, but it was the right idea.
You really, as a fan, you're liking seeing the unselfishness. A lot of guys trying to make the extra pass. It's not perfect, and nobody is, and they never are, but the concept is there. Great box out by Chase Anderson. It was like he was boxing out his sister. He got a couple hands on the back and got displaced right there, just like he would at home. But the Orioles got the throw in, and we get tangled up. We're going to go. Adrian Lumberg is going to get fouled right here. Orioles are on the run. Rubianis near side. Stidham short. Steele Stowe middle. Aiden Eaton jogging down the far side. You've got Adrian Lumberg short, and we're going to keep back Moretti and Ian Lumberg and Ethan Sweet and Chase Anderson, keeping that back line, not pressing those guys quite as far ahead here with 4:30 to go.
Nope, especially Jaden. Jaden's going to hang back a little bit right now. He's got pretty good offensive player that he's dealing with today. So
ball is played ahead to Stowe right there. He's not going to be able to get there. Again, love the idea of what we're doing right now. Just a hair off on these passes and not critical at all. This field is wet. It's just stuff skipping on us. But, man, we're making some great decisions. Great run here by Kyle Stidham. Lenz Balder Insurance. Lenz Balder Insurance in Ludington is your local agency that gets it right the first time. With a reputation built on knowledge, speed, and accuracy, they help individuals and businesses find coverage that truly fits. As an independent agency, Lenz Balder compares top carriers to find the best protection for your home, car, or your business, so you don't have to. From personalized service to peace of mind, Lenz Balder delivers more than insurance. They deliver confidence. Throw in, picked up off the chest of Kyle Stidham, corrals it to Rubianis, pops one up. He's got Eaton far side. Header, back of the net right there. What a pass from deep by Rubianis. Great control from Aiden Eaton right now. Reward for some of those great passes he had earlier.
Yes.
That was a long pass. We're going to rename Rubianis Eagle Eyes if he could see that far across.
Yeah, that was a very good ball by Landon and a very good finish by Aiden. He placed that header very perfectly.
Ludington Chiropractic. Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yett have been serving the chiropractic needs of Ludington and the surrounding communities for more than 30 years. At Ludington Chiropractic, no appointment is necessary. It is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yett at Ludington Chiropractic at 5965 East Ludington Avenue. For questions, call 231-843-1874. Playing 4 games here in a short amount of time and a lot of bodies flying around,
Yeah, he's probably not gonna blow the whistle a lot now. No, he's gonna let him play a little bit.
A lot of these kids might have to go see one of our fine chiropractors here in town.
No. Especially after a 4-game week.
Yep. Ball played back to the middle, controlled by St. Francis. Outside, pressure here by Rubianis. Drop back, Stidham on the run. Stidham still pestering right there. Ball's played through. Pressure here by Adrian Lumberg. Just trying to keep that in front of him. Oh, ball played through. Nice ball right there. Pressure here by, great job by Moretti right there. Puts his body in front. Another shot, whiff. Cleared out by Sweet. Good step and clean by Sweet right there. Pressure by Stowe. Can't get there. He's going to chase across the field. On the attack, far sideline. Scooted up to the outside. Chased by the Orioles. Step there. Step poke by Ian Lumberg. The Orioles have got to be a little smarter than that. That was an absolute train wreck. We've got to kind of think this through. We've got a 2-goal lead with 2 minutes to go. We're deep in our territory, and we're not being very subtle right now.
No, that was not a good challenge by Chase. I mean, I like how he's going in to win the ball, but he's just got to be a little smarter right now.
Filippo is into the game right now. I think Coach Anderson's reiterating what we're saying right now, too. There's a time for everything, and Chase has done a bunch of good stuff in this game.
Yes, he has.
Kick coming up from the far side here with 2:09 to go. Clock has stopped for the Card. Ball has popped up in front of the net. It's headed up in the air. Still a free ball. Played out. It's going to be controlled by St. Francis there. They've got it at midfield. Pressure here by Stidham. Great job by Went. Went steps in front right there. Orioles are on the run. You've got Eaton and Stowe. That ball's going to get played right to the middle. Kicked out of there. Goalie comes way out. Free ball. And Rubianis is the far side. He switched positions on me. I didn't know who it was. Sorry,
I think
Landon.
Landon's playing that left back position right now for Chase.
Okay. So Landon Rubianis was out there. I thought I was seeing double because he'd been right in front of us for the last little bit. Good step here by Adrian Lumberg to try to control and slow this attack. Ball's played inside. Get a touch by Stidham, but they're still in control for the Gladiators. Pressure here from Stowe as well. He gets leg whip, gets back up. He drops it to Eaton, who drops it to Rubianis. He's going to send that one hop to Stowe. Flicks it ahead, is looking for Stidham, and that ball just gets deflected. I liked Kyle's run right there.
Yeah,
Thought
that
we
was
had
a
a
good run
chance.
by Kyle and smart play by Steele.
1:03 to go here. Denny Jensen just told us 1 minute to go. Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise caution on the road. But if you do end up with a scrape, an fender bender, or with major collision damage, call Mike at 231-613-4111. Mike also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business and that you can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. Benedict's Auto Center, now located at their new location, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Gabe Gomez with the ball with 12 seconds to go, jogging up, sets his feet, lets it go. It's going to one hop to Steele Stowe. He's going to touch it here. Rubianis is going to send it to the no man land to end the game here, and that's going to be final from Oriole Field. Ludington falls behind 1-0 early on, stayed that way until a ways into the second half, Alex.
Yep.
And much like, just like yesterday, it's 3 second half goals for the Orioles came to life. Just really, really unselfish play in the second half for the Orioles. Celebrating with backflips and cartwheels. Ian Lumberg backflipping his way off the field. He's earned that. He's played a heck of a game.
Yes, he did.
Some bumps and bruises here, but just a good way to wrap up a long stretch here. Did talk to Coach Anderson. I think he's coming up. We're going to send it away here, and then we'll be back to talk to Coach Anderson. Final 3-1 Orioles over Traverse City St. Francis.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance. Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and providing insurance solutions as the area's largest independent agency. Here at Smith & Eddy Insurance, in partnership with Auto Owners, we offer the most experienced staff, the widest array of policies, and we have partnered with Auto Owners Insurance to provide exceptional solutions for our customers. With new technology and an old-school philosophy, our team is committed to delivering a winning customer experience by placing the right people in the right roles. Proudly serving all of West Michigan from our 4 convenient locations in Bear Lake, Scottville, Manistee, and in Hart, Smith & Eddy and Auto Owners remains deeply committed to the communities we serve and dedicated to meeting your insurance needs. Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance.
Welcome back to Oriole Field with the Smith & Eddy postgame show. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support for peace of mind. Let Smith & Eddy handle all your needs. Ludington, down 1 at half, comes away with a 3-1 victory. A second night in a row, the Orioles went scoreless in the first half and found 3 goals in the second half, joined here by Chris Anderson. Busy week of soccer since last Saturday. 4th game here, Coach.
Yeah. This is a big win for us tonight. I mean, the 4 games we played in these last 6 days, you play TC West, who's ranked in Division I. You play state runner-up Elk Rapids, and then you play a conference game. Conference games, I don't care who you're playing, it's a conference game. It's going to be competitive, going to be tough. And then we play this TC St. Francis team, and they're good. There's good stuff there from them as well. And so of those, games, every game you got to get up for. And that's tough to ask high school athletes every day to get up and play the best you possibly can. And it was hard, but we're in a game against TC St. Francis. We're in a game against Elk Rapids, and we just didn't get over the top. And, then we're down 1-0, and it's kind of like, okay, yeah, here we are again. We're just knocking on that door, but just not quite getting over the top. And then the second half, we put those in, and I think this is a confidence builder. It's one of those things you can build on and gain some momentum on, and a good signature win for these guys considering what we've played in the past 6 days.
Last night and tonight, just the unselfish play, especially in the second half. Guys making passes that weren't happening earlier in the year. They're connecting on passes that weren't. And it's just a huge difference for this team when they're unselfish and that ball moves and nobody cares. You've seen it, 6 goals in the second half in the last 2 nights. Just really, really refreshing to see.
Yeah. Yeah. And our legs are going to be done. They're going to be, spent. And so that's where you just got to maintain possession and be patient and stay the course. Sometimes it takes a while before all of a sudden those opportunities present themselves and you capitalize on them. And when you're playing really good teams, the best thing to do is just keep the ball, because if they don't have it, they can't score. And if we have it, okay, now we're patient, and when it develops, it's there and we capitalize on it. And, I think also, this week has been probably a little challenging week for some guys, and they got to realize, everybody has a role to play and a part to play. And, when we get everybody buying in and everybody accepting that role, and sometimes it's, hey, I'm going to give this guy a 2-3 minute breather just because they need it. They can't go, 80 minutes. And that's what your role is. And when you go out there, even though maybe, you're not contributing a goal or an assist, you're contributing by giving that guy that breather. And then when he goes out there, he's back ready to go, as best as he can. And everybody plays a part. And sometimes that part is what you say on the bench, how you build a guy up. A guy's out there struggling, he puts his head down, and maybe somebody says something positive to him, and it picks him back up and gets him after it. So there's so much good stuff that happened tonight. And kind of this whole week, you can see the way we're playing. I mean, we outpossessed Traverse City West. We outpossessed Elk Rapids and just came out on the short end of the scoring, but encouraging what we're doing.
Yeah, I've watched all 4 games the last few days, but you said it. That's part of being on a team. Everyone's got a role. That not everyone asks for the role or wants the role they're given, but you've got a good team. You've made it. You're breaking through when guys are doing whatever they want, regardless of how many mentions or posts or accolades they get. And for your kids to be doing that at this point in the season, that's got to feel good. I thought, Alex and I thought give credit to St. Francis, excuse me. They were fast, and they really possessed the ball for long periods of time.
And they got some big, strong guys out there. And, like you try to go in physical and they're not bouncing off you. They're making you bounce off them. Yeah, they hold their ground well and they play well. I could see them, they're Division II. They could be, in the same region that we hopefully want to get to. They could be coming out of the north, with the teams they have up there, with the way they play. So, would it be nice to see them again down the road? Well, yeah, and that means if we do, we've made it to the regional final. That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
So and so did they. But all credit to them. They're a good, solid team, and that's a good team for you to play. Again, TC West, good team to play. Elk Rapids, good team to play. You don't want to shy away from those games because they make you better. They make you get to where you want to get to.
There's no way you're going to get to where you want to get to if you can't play against the speed. Just the reaction time in the game last night versus tonight. You've got to see that.
You got to understand how to make a trap when you're under pressure, and you got to make that trap, and you got to get rid of the ball quick because if you don't, you're going to lose it, and they're going the other way. And you can't simulate that in practice, and you can't simulate that against, unfortunately, some of our conference teams,
Right.
And so, we got to make sure we get the guys on our schedule that make us play quicker and play better and harder,
So,
and also, hey, we got 3 exchange students that, man, they can play,
yes.
And sometimes that's hard to take, hey, here come these kids in, and well, yeah, they make us better, and they are talented.
They are, and they seem to be bought into the unselfish style of play, and they're quickly competitive, and their feistiness is coming through. That first time I saw a couple of them play, I thought, oh boy, they're a little too shy, and I think they're over that period. But hey, can't enjoy this game too long. Big game coming up on Monday.
Yeah, that one has all the meaning in the world. We're playing Fremont. Depending on what they did tonight, they're going to come into that game undefeated. They're ahead of us in conference. We still control our own destiny if we can win out. But I know Fremont's going to be ready for us. The last time they were undefeated, we were the one that broke that 0 in that loss column for them. So I know they're going to be ready and make sure that doesn't happen again, but we got to be ready to go. And, I think this week hopefully helped us to get to play at a level we want to play at. All compliments to Fremont, but they don't play the guys we play.
Right.
So, hopefully that gets us ready. Hopefully physically we can be ready, take the next few days and be where we need to be. So that's a huge game on Monday. Probably the winner is out of, or the loser is out of the conference race. Winner has still got a shot. So
yep. So again, 3-1 final here from Oriole Field. Ludington down 1-0 at half. Got 3 second half goals for the second time in 2 nights. OSN will be back on air tomorrow night for varsity football versus Oak Ridge here at Oriole Field with Scoop Hansen. Thanks, Coach Anderson. Signing off here.